Today I'm going to talk about how you can attach star talent to your film. Now, first of all, there's two different kinds of films that you can attach talent to that you're doing. Probably one of them is short films and the other is feature films. If you're doing TV and some other things, I think you definitely want star talent. And you definitely want the most recognizable talent that you can get in feature films. Short films, I'm not sure that actually makes a difference. In all of the short films I've seen, all of the festivals I've been in, even my own work, I don't think that I needed to have necessarily a recognizable name for the role. And sometimes I think that if you have somebody that's recognizable, it might even pull people out of the story or the film, and it might not help. But definitely when you're in a feature or anything that you need to sell, you want to have the best recognizable names you can possibly afford. So when you're going to do that, there's a couple of things that you want to do. Number one, I don't think you can do it without a casting director. Uh, to get a casting director, you're going to probably have to pay a fair amount of money. If you don't have the money for a casting director, another way to get there is to use a casting assistant that wants to get a casting director credit. So they have, again, a lot of the same sort of connections or experiences dealing with people, so you can possibly get them to work for you for a little bit less money. But basically, it's all about relationship. So when you work with the casting director, they can do a couple of things. Number one, they can actually call talent, contact them, email them, whatever. They know a lot about what talent looks for, so that's a fantastic, opportunity. Number two, they put out a breakdown on a service called Breakdown Services. And what that is that's a platform that actors, managers, and agents go to, and they look for projects that they feel like are right for them. So when you're listed on those breakdown services, chances are you're going to be reaching a lot more people than you would if you were on some other service, like Backstage West, or even trying to do it yourself. So definitely you're paying for their knowledge, you're paying for their ability to be on those services, and you're paying for their connections to people. So, in casting, the other thing is when you reach out to, say, managers or agents, you want to give them something that their client cares about. So, in my case with Our Father, when we sent the breakdown out, actually through a casting director, Michael Gross's manager knew that he had taken care of his mother-in-law who had Alzheimer's for a very long time. And so that's why he was interested in our project. And Richard is his manager, but Richard actually did give him the script because he knew of that relationship and that interest. So that's the reason that Michael Gross was interested. So again, find an interest. That's one way. Get a casting director. That's the most important way. And go about, attaching the best person that you can to your project.